Hi, so I figured while I'm kind of on a roll of doing videos, I might as well do my birth plan video. So I'm actually going to be looking at my computer screen because I have the birth plan up on the screen. For our Bradley method childbirth class, we had to make up 3 different birth plans. The first birth plan is for our ideal birth. The second birth plan is for if an induction or augmentation is needed, and the third plan is for in the event of a cesarean birth. So I'm just going to kind of go through all 3 of them. A lot of the stuff is the same in all of them, but so I'll kind of go through the first one, go through everything, and then, the other one's probably not in as much detail. So I have, at the top of the page, I have my name and my husband's name. I have which birth plan it is. And then for each of them, I have basically the same kind of introductory thing. I say this is our first child and we are looking forward to having a natural water birth. We have completed childbirth classes in the Bradley method and have read as much as possible to prepare ourselves. We appreciate your support in helping us through this process. So that's just kind of a good overview so that they know what we're going for, and I think thanking them for helping us to achieve it rather than demanding that this is what they do is kind of a better way to go. So there are 3 sections. There's labor preferences, delivery preferences, and postpartum preferences. So the labor preferences: we are planning to have a natural birth and do not want pain medication offered. Intermittent monitoring. No IV. If an IV is necessary, for example, for IV antibiotics for Group B strep, we would like to have a HEP lock. Freedom to move around as much as possible. Minimal cervical checks. Ability to eat and drink freely. Ability to wear own clothing. Allowed to take pictures during all stages of labor and delivery. So that's the labor preferences. And these are just all bullet points. So it's each birth plan is 1 page and they're all bullet points. Delivery preferences: no episiotomy, no instrumental delivery, no routine suctioning of newborn, freedom to push in any position that feels comfortable and to deliver in the tub. And my hospital does offer water births, which is one of the reasons that I chose them. Delay cord clamping and cutting for 1 to 2 minutes. We will need a sample of the cord blood so discretion can be used with the timing of clamping. No routine use of Pitocin during 2nd or 3rd stage. Immediate skin to skin, which my hospital does anyway, and my mother will cut the cord. My husband's not interested in cutting the cord, so my mom, who's going to be there, is going to be the one to cut the cord. Postpartum preferences: 24-hour rooming in, which my hospital basically does anyway. If the baby needs to go anywhere for testing or procedures, either I or my husband will accompany him. No bottles, pacifiers, or formula. Breastfeed as soon as possible. We would prefer to go home 24 hours after birth. We will need a sample of the cord blood and placenta to be sent for testing for Lyme disease. A kit will be provided. We would like to take the placenta with us. Please keep it refrigerated and do not expose it to any chemicals or preservatives. Newborn procedures: no Hep B vaccine, no vitamin K shot, which, if in the case of a traumatic delivery where he gets bruised up and stuff, we will consider doing the vitamin K, but basically for the purposes of a normal birth, we're not doing vitamin K. No antibiotic eye prophylaxis, no bathing while at the hospital. We will not be circumcising. We would like to have the PKU test performed before we leave. We do not want the hearing test performed in the hospital. So that's kind of the overview of our general requests and everything, if everything goes according to plan. And then our second plan, in the case of induction or augmentation, is basically only different when it comes to the labor preferences. So labor preferences for this one are natural labor, induction, and augmentation methods used first. No Cytotec, which my hospital doesn't use anyway. So if Pitocin is necessary, start with the lowest possible dose, 2 cc's. I would prefer a HEP lock if an IV is necessary. I would prefer intermittent monitoring unless Pitocin is used. Freedom to move around as much as possible. Minimal cervical checks. ability to eat and drink freely, ability to wear own clothing, use of tub for pain management and relaxation, allowed to take pictures during all stages of labor and delivery. I just realized that, oh, that would be in delivery preferences, never mind. And then everything in the delivery preferences is the same, and everything in the postpartum preferences is the same as the first birth plan. So then the third one in case of a C-section, just has two parts to it. It has surgery preferences and postpartum preferences. The postpartum preferences are all the same as before, so I'll just go through the surgery preferences. If possible, we would like calming music played in the OR. We can provide a CD. Catheter placed after anesthesia has been placed. Minimally sedating medication so I can be awake and aware during delivery and afterwards. Lower the curtain just before delivery so we may see the birth of our baby. If possible, allow baby to be delivered slowly through the incision to allow the fluid to be squeezed from his lungs. At least one hand left free to touch and hold the baby after delivery. Allow for skin-to-skin contact on my chest immediately after delivery and evaluate baby on my chest. If this is not possible, then my husband would like skin-to-skin contact. Delay cord clamping and cutting for 1 to 2 minutes. We will need a sample of the cord blood so discretion can be used with the timing of clamping. Husband and baby stay in the OR with me while surgery is completed and remain in recovery with me. If the baby needs medical assistance requiring leaving the OR, I'd like for my mother to be with me in the OR while my husband goes with the baby. And then the only thing that's different in the postpartum preferences is because we would likely be in the hospital for longer, I didn't specify no bathing in the hospital for the baby. I said no bathing until at least 36 to 48 hours after birth. So, and that basically is just bathing with soap and stuff. And yeah, so those are the birth plans. Those are kind of just the overviews of our requests and our preferences. Hopefully everything will go according to plan, but I feel really good that if augmentation is needed, we have a plan for that. And if, a C-section is necessary, then we have a plan for that. I feel really prepared, having done all 3 of these and really thought through all the aspects and everything that could happen. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, and I will see you in my next video.